My name is Wajay and I'm an entertainer.
My name is LD, real name Larry W. Artist, producer, songwriter.
My name is Omaumi. I am a musician. I sing, I'm a songwriter, and I act sometimes.
My name is M.I. Abaga. I live in Lagos now, I make music. Glad to be on the project, I'm happy to be here.
These arms of mine are here to protect you. These hands of mine are here to defend you. I never hit you, girl, 'cause I never wanna see you cry. I never hit you, girl, 'cause I never wanna see you cry.
Yo, I'll be the real man, take care of my girl. No matter how little I have, I give her my world. No matter what I have to do to cover her needs.
I'm Christine Kay, the director of the Nigeria office of the Heinrich Böll Foundation. We are a green foundation that works across the world. In a nutshell, we are trying to figure out how societies can adapt to a changing climate and find sustainable solutions to survive on this planet without destroying it. And we firmly and deeply believe that without women's rights, without children's rights, without equal rights for everybody, whatever your gender and your orientation, we cannot get there.
How I got involved in this project is through a series of conversations with a series of friends, you know, and it was through a friend of ours from Abuja who sort of did the link up, and I went to a, Women Against Violence conference in Abuja, and then from there, I got information about the one in Lagos and the project, and it's such a blessing again to be part of it.
How did we get involved with these artists? I think it's just sheer good luck and an excellent production company who was working with us on the project, so we didn't go ourselves. To me, as a director of this part of Heinrich Böll, I think we've just been extremely lucky to have them because they are powerful. And I think they must have some kind of real insight into the issues.
I've had a few close people to me that had to deal with, abuse. So to me, it's something that I think needs more light. And I'm glad that someone's taking the initiative. So as soon as I heard about it, I'm like, let's do it.
I come from a broken home. My parents are divorced, and it's not every time you want to remember the series of events that led to that, But it's sort of, giving me a huge perspective to how sometimes a lot of people do these things because they are ignorant, and I know that because I've had that sort of experience.
But we also need you. If you want a partner, you will let us know. In my opinion, I feel like, for the kind of effect that we want the next person on the road to understand what we're saying. So it's not just about the elites now, we're talking about
exactly. So a woman, she had just given birth, and I know medically she's not supposed to have sex between the first and the 40 days for her to be okay. The man deliberately, to punish her, had sex with her, beat her up, and left her on the floor. She barely managed to fall.
The concept workshop to me was very important because it really gave the artists a peek into the lives of these women so that they could sing from their perspective. I mean, there is nothing better than being able to see what someone is going through and then being able to sing about it.
Wow, the concept workshop was just amazing. And I just had the opportunity to listen to these amazing interviews from these ladies who were talking about their experiences, and it just opened my mind. And then we had conversations back and forth, we traded ideas, we talked about concepts of the song.
Now, to be honest with you, there are so many times we read books, we read novels, we read a lot of things that would, that opens our eyes to what's going on in our society. We read the papers, but it's totally different when you're looking at the person and seeing the pain, and you're close to tears, you're trying to understand how somebody can actually treat another human being that way.
I think the musicians who were there to listen to these stories, it went under their skin too. And I hope that the songs who go under my skin, sometimes when I listen to these songs, I get goose pimples because they still convey that original message from the workshop that we had in Lagos. And I hope the audience will feel that too.
Now the next challenge is to bring all of these discussions, all of these messages, and see how we can transfer them into many those songs.
Sister, how many times you go use that black sunshade to cover your eye? How many times you they tell yourself, say this go past, sister? I wouldn't take all the credit for the creation of the song. LD, the producer, was very helpful. Well, the direction is just shouting, in a very clear and loud voice that enough is enough.
So the song is a loud, wake up call, saying, get up, you will die. Be strong for yourself and make the right decisions and understand that ultimately you need to be happy. You deserve a man who will treat you right.
Yeah. Now she could be the same woman who tucked you under the...
Okay, so the song we created for this project, I've also involved one of my very talented artists in this one. Her name is Army. The song that we created is basically about how men should treat women, and the things that you should do for your women. They were sisters, they were mothers, your lovers, they were friends, they were kids, they were daughters. Do you know what I'm saying? To try and send a message to the average person who listens to the song that you need to look into that side of you that has compassion.
You show me who you truly are. This morning, I'm gonna pack my bag and leave. Going back to my family. Gonna find a better life for me. 'Cause baby, this morning is a new morning. Gonna pick up what's left.
The song that Emma and I wrote attacked it from the point of view of a woman who has to understand that there's a time to say enough, and get up and go, not being scared that probably there's no tomorrow for you, or not being scared that the things that you had when you were in that environment, you won't have them anymore. Because truth is, you get the way we be talking for Nigeria now, who they are alive now, they fit get ginger to even work more or do more, you understand? And that was, so I wasn't saying, hey, you woman, I put myself in her shoes, and I sang and wrote like I was the person, I was the victim. So any woman who's going to listen will understand that you have to pick up your bags, you have to stand and do what is right. Save yourself so you can live another day.
And I'll be just fine, you'll see.
These hands of mine are here to defend you. I never hit you, girl, 'cause I never wanna see you cry. I never hit you, girl, 'cause I never wanna see you cry.
Yo, I'll be the real man, take care of my girl. No matter how little I have, I give her my world. No matter what I have to do to cover her needs.
Well, a lot of the preparation was done that day in the concept workshop, and the rest of it is just music. When I was doing the song that I'm performing, the music came to me. Literally, as soon as I sat down, I had the idea for the music in my head. I had an idea of doing a song called Real Man. And what Real Man is about is a man that's just professing his love for a lady and telling her, I'm a real man, I'll never hurt you, I'll never hit you. I want people to just listen to it and hear what MI's opinion of a real man is as regards a relationship. But also, as regards the project, is a song that I think highlights the key things that men need to know and men need to say to themselves when I'm in a relationship. No matter how angry I am, I have to be calm. Or no matter whether or not she agrees with me, I have to respect her opinion, stuff like that. And I think that, the more men start to seek to emulate these things about ourselves, that, the less the chance for us to be, aggressive or violent in a relationship.
I love them. I really, really do love the songs now that they're ready. I'm excited about it. I see it being a major hit. All 4 songs. I mean, I can't even pick a favorite because of how great they are. But I then guess that people will have to pick a favorite, and I'm curious when they do so. And to me, it's also really nice to know that the artists stayed on the message. They got it out there. They were talking to the women. They were talking to mothers, daughters, society, everyone.
Yes, so this is MI's personal message to every man watching this. And I want every man watching this to know that the goal, as my father raised me, is to be a good man and to be a real man. And a real man will never use his hands to hit a woman. He will never use his hands to disrespect her or to force his way on anything, but rather will use his hands to protect her, to provide for her, to cover her, you know, and that is what a real man should do.
To the man who will beat his wife, who will rape a woman on the road, who will molest a young girl, who will, you know, men that do inhumane things to women. I honestly can't pretend to you and tell you, oh, my brother, it's not good, stop. To be honest with you, it brings out the bile. I don't feel sorry for you.
No matter how angry you are, no matter how frustrating things are, a real man will find a way to calm himself down and protect his woman in whatever he's doing.
Understand that we have the police, we have a court, and we will make sure that we bring you to justice, because it is not fair. You were created, the same God will create you and I create them. So when you continue to do these things, you will be caught and you'll be brought to justice. So please stop before it is too late. And I know, na poor man prayer.
My message to the women is that no one should allow themselves to be abused. It's not acceptable by any standards to allow yourself to be abused. Anybody who's abusing you, please figure out a way to get out of the situation.
It is not by force to stay in an abusive relationship. Move immediately. Don't waste time. Report to the authorities. Say no. And protect yourself. Because it is wrong. And you must understand that if you don't love yourself, you cannot love anybody.
I say this to everyone I come across. I say it to my sisters. I would say the same thing to my mom. I'll say the same thing to my daughter. And I'll say the same thing to you out there. Do not allow yourselves to be in a situation where somebody is taking advantage of you.
So when you see a man slap a woman on the road, don't just walk past and say it not concern you. Stop and find out what is going on. If you hear your neighbor beating up his wife, try and intervene and find out what is going on. Because tomorrow, if something happens and a life is lost, it will be on you.
The songs have met all our expectations. But we're a small foundation, not for profit, so we don't have all that money stacked here to even pay for the airtime on radio stations. It's people who should carry this campaign. And that is my wish, that in the end, radio stations, ordinary people, ringtones, websites will carry the message that is contained in these songs.
You can download it for free, you can send it to your friends via BBM, via WhatsApp, you can email it, you can share, lend, whatever you want to do with the song, you can do it. Because all Heinrich Ball is really trying to, what we're trying to achieve is to put the songs out there for you to enjoy, for the message to be out there, to be discussed. We can have ringtones with it. It's just out there for you for free. So we need the radio stations playing it, we need the TV stations showing it, we need people sharing it on Twitter, on Facebook, anyhow. It's just for the message to be out there. So for once, you have 4 great artists singing for you for free.
The last thing I have to say is in the song, you know, so I'm going to allow you guys to enjoy the song. Download it, pass it to your friends, you know, Bluetooth it, you know, whatever you need to do just to spread the message out there. You know, it's an important message and it's a message that should be heard. So I hope you enjoy the song. I hope you enjoy the music.
Last night, you beat me for the last time.
Last night, you showed me who you
truly are. This morning, I'm gonna pack my bag and leave. Going back to my family. Gonna find a better life for me. 'Cause baby, this morning is a new morning. Gonna pick up what's left to me, and I'll be just fine, you'll see. Don't ever try to bother me. For the last time, you took away my dignity. It was the last